G'day, guys. Google ads versus Facebook ads in healthcare. Which one should you pick and why, and what is working in today's market in 2024? Now, before I do a little deep dive into this one, please, as always, smash the like and subscribe button. It helps us to reach more people, to help more people, and to create a bigger impact in the healthcare business community. All right, my friends, thank you very much for doing that one. Let's dive into the meat today. Now, a lot of clinic owners will often ask me, Pete, should I be using Google ads or should I be using Facebook ads or both or neither? Like, what should I be doing if I'm looking to get more clients? Now, it really depends on how we look at this. So I'm going to break down, let's break down Facebook ads to start with, and then we're going to break down Google ads and we'll go through when you would use each of these. Okay. So if we think about Facebook ads, now when we say Facebook ads, we really mean Meta ads. So Meta owns Facebook and it owns Instagram. And which platforms you advertise on there is going to really depend on the demographic that you're after. Okay. Facebook tends to have a bit of an older demographic. Instagram tends to have a bit of a younger demographic. When I say younger demographic, I do mean sort of under 50, under 45-ish, all right? So not super, super young. And Facebook tends to really dominate the over 50s, okay? One thing, just side note that I do notice when I do advertise on Facebook is I get a lot more junk messages, junk leads, angry comments from angry people. There seems to be much more comment on Facebook than it is on Instagram. So if you're someone who doesn't like to receive hate comments and negative comments, and that really doesn't sit well with you, then I would avoid Facebook for those reasons. That said, Facebook ads are a fantastic way, and I will say Facebook ads, and I mean Meta across both platforms. Facebook ads are a great way to meet people where they are. People tend to spend a lot of time on these things, on their phones, on social media throughout the day, ridiculous amounts of time, okay? And so if they're spending time there, it's a great place to advertise to them. Meta is essentially an advertising business. And so what we're going to be doing on those type of ads is we're going to be breaking up people's news feed. We're going to be breaking up people's stories and reels and whatnot as they're scrolling through or they're going through stories. We're breaking that up. Okay, so we're trying to jump into their day and we're trying to grab their attention. Okay, they're not searching for us, we're searching for them. That's important to remember. And what you'll find is that it's much cheaper to run these type of ads than Google ads, which are more search intent ads, because we're breaking up people's day. They're not necessarily searching for us. Now, on Facebook, you can segment a little bit based on user interests. But what I'm finding that works best on Facebook at the moment or Instagram is when you actually have a very bland ad. So rather than going a beautiful picture or a beautiful video, actually going really bland. Now, what they could do is start with the call out line. So call out line would be the top of the image, the creative, and the call out line may be people with low back pain, or it could be men in their 30s with low back pain, or weekend warriors who wake up feeling like they're 85 years old on a Monday. Okay, that'd be the call out line. And then we might ask 2 or 3 emotional questions. Do you feel frustrated that, or do you feel like someone's hit your back with a hammer in the morning on a Monday morning? Do you feel like, or are you feeling like you're getting old? Like these types of things. Then it really depends where you sit on the marketing and the ethical side of the marketing. Everything has to fall in line with your clinic brand, all right? So some of these things may be catastrophizing, and so you'd stay away from that. The thing is that people do respond better to things that cause them to have an emotional response in their own language. So whilst saying things like, do you feel like you're 85 years old or your back is just always in pain, isn't technically the best language as a physiotherapist to be using with people. We do know that it's going to help us to connect with those people so that we can get them in on what they think they need or the problem they think they have, and then help them to solve that problem. Okay, so we do have to meet people where they are. And then at the bottom of that creative or that image, we're going to say this is the solution. Okay, that's what is tending to work on Facebook and Instagram right now. And the reason that works is it's so bland. So the only people who are going to stop on that are the people who read the call out line, the headline, and go, hey, that's me. I'm a weekend warrior who's waking up sore. Okay. And no one else is going to stop on that because it's not a beautiful image. It's not a beautiful video. So that's why it then helps Facebook to find more people like that through its algorithm. So that's one key thing you can do. And the thought process here is we're breaking up people's day, and we're finding people who don't know that they need us necessarily, or don't know that we can help necessarily. They're not looking for us actively. Let's head over to Google now. On Google, we are wanting to find people who are actively looking for us, who are actively having a search intent or a buyer's intent. Now, Google can also do the breaking up people's feed, etc., when they're on websites. You know, when you see the banner ads at the top on the side, you can actually put them on your own website if you want to make a few cents here or there, but I wouldn't recommend it. Now, stay away from that on Google. It tends to not work as well. If we focus on Google on search intent, and for most clinics, I would say if you just went with a search ad, just a plain, basic, boring old search ad for service businesses, those tend to work better. And you focused on buyer intent keywords. And so if we use physio as the example here, right? And if you're a chiro, osteo, speech pathologist, just switch in your own wording here. But physiotherapist near me, physio near me, physio online bookings, physio same day appointment, physio appointment today, emergency physio, whatever it may be. Those kind of keywords like that have a very high buyer's intent in someone looking to buy now, and they're not searching for a brand name. They're not saying they're looking for this specific physio. They're just looking for a physio. Okay, so that for me would form the basis of the first campaigns that I would run for someone from a Google Ads perspective for a healthcare clinic. I would also make sure that you're negative keywording your own clinic name. We don't want to be bidding on that. There's nothing worse than seeing 30 conversions there at $5 each, feeling fantastic. But the problem is that they Googled you. They literally Googled your name, and then they hit the call button or they hit the book online button. It's not ideal, not a new client. It's most likely a return client. And we don't want to be paying money for return clients that were Googling us anyway. Okay. And so with Google, where it's search intent, it's people looking to solve a problem now, if we use it that way. Now, also different clinics that I've looked at their Google Ads accounts, they're using different types of campaigns. There's performance max campaigns. There's a whole range of things. What you want to be using most likely is a search campaign. So keep it simple with a search campaign for service-based businesses. Like I said, this will tend to work best. And in the ad groups, you're going to group together specific keywords. So you may have some buyer's intent keywords, which are those ones we talked about before. And you may have some more that are slightly further down the funnel where people are looking for what are the best options to treat, say, shoulder pain or back pain in that local area. So then that would help to move those people down the line. But I would really nail the buyer's intent keyword first and be spending budget there before I even thought about this next area. Then from there, we do want to make sure we're always running at least 2 ads in each ad group. So we're always trying to split test 2 ads, change one thing at a time, and run it for a week. See which one wins, which ad is best at the end of the week, and then cut the one that is losing, keep the one that is winning, and then make one more change. So duplicate that one, make one more change, and test it for the next 7 days. And I would do this every 7 days, and you're always trying to beat your best ad. And so I hope this helps you to understand from the macro perspective, Facebook and Google Ads in healthcare. If you're using it on Facebook and Instagram, you're breaking up people's feeds. It can be much cheaper to acquire clients there if you really nail it. And you probably want to run a lead form type ad to get their details, and then you contact them. Keep in mind, 30–40% of those leads will be junk. So use those numbers in your equation when you're working out, is this going to be a profitable campaign? And when you're using Google, it's search intent. So make sure you do your keyword planning, make sure you understand what people are Googling in your area, and really focus down on those buyer intent keywords. Both Facebook and Instagram and Google Ads, they all work. They all can work when they're implemented effectively. And when you understand what you're doing, you understand the keywords that you want to be bidding on, you understand how you want to show up in people's feeds, you have a basic understanding of the algorithm. No one fully knows how the algorithm works, but that's how to think about it from a macro level, okay? We can't go into the nitty gritty on each part of it today, but just know that many clinics are doing it successfully. And so if you're finding they're not working for you, it may be that you just need to change the strategy. And for a lot of people, it's coming back to the basics and doing the basics really well and making sure that you have a really clear ideal client for both of these. You understand their pains and their problems. You understand their frustrations. You understand their wants, their needs, and their aspirations. And you can talk really clearly to these. All right, my friends, I'd love to know in the comments, what would you like to know about Google Ads or Meta Ads in healthcare? Happy to make a few more videos on these. I do get requests on these quite frequently. So please put down your frequently asked questions, the things that jump to mind for you in the comments below, and I'll make sure to get back to you and to look at how I can create the next video in this series. Bye for now, my friends.